Hello and welcome to Kedrick Farms. We're back with another episode on Newlin, Texas. Our cotton harvester is over there still going to town on this starting field. And I have downloaded an additional mod here, and I'm going to see if I can figure out where it is for storing our cotton bales. And so we are using round bales. This is a mod by GTX on the Giants mod hub, so should be easy enough to find. And if I can rotate around, I was looking at our yard here, and I think what I want to do is, let me look around here. I was thinking about putting it back here. Now, I don't know how hard that's going to be to drop them off or pick them up. But this is a lot of quote-unquote wasted space right now, and we do have this driveway that's going to take us all the way back here. So I think I'm going to do this. And worst case scenario, we end up coming up with a different idea. So I'm going to try and line this up more or less with the shed here. Oh, that looks pretty good. I don't even know how much that cost. Oh, $11,000. Yeah, if it doesn't end up working, we'll redo it. I'm going to rotate around here, though. We do need to see if we can paint the ground a little bit here. Now, I don't know. That looks too dark. I'm trying to find that color dirt. Is it this one? Let's make this a little bit smaller. It is this one. Okay. So what I'm going to do then is just combine this a little bit and extend this out like so. And we've got ourselves a nice little ability to kind of pull a bigger truck back here maybe. We'll see. So now that we've got somewhere to store our bales, I think what I would like to do is go ahead and get this little tractor hooked up to the bale trailer. It's a little small for that trailer though. I mean, it was fine to drag it on the road empty, but I don't know. I don't think that's going to work very well. You know what? We need an excuse to drive the 8RX. And the 8RX has this tendency to spin on its own. I read on Sid's page that he's aware of that problem and he's going to be fixing that in an upcoming update, as well as a few other minor issues. I think there's some FPS issues with this particular model and the dirt mod that a lot of people use. I've never actually tried it myself, so maybe I'll have to try that once he fixes it. Either way, we've got this cool McCormick bale autoloader. I think I'm gonna put this arm out and it's gonna grab these round bales. And so I thought it'd be fun just to go do that here real quick since we've got a couple of bales out in the field and see how it goes. And once again, we're going to just run across the road here. And it auto dropped its first bale up here already. So let's go up here, and which button is it going to be? X to unfold? No. B. Put this thing into the operating position. Okay. Oh, this thing is just running everything over, which is probably fine. And then, boom. That's pretty handy. And then looks like I've got one more up here. So we'll just run down here real quick. I'm curious what this is doing to the field, if anything. Nothing. It doesn't need to be plowed. Do I have plowing turned on? Always with the new game, it's like, did I remember to? I do. Okay, so Cotton doesn't automatically require plowing, which is cool. We don't need lime. Yeah, well, this is going to work out pretty good. We're just going to probably cultivate this stuff under and plant right back on top of it then. So we'll worry about that here a little bit. I'm going to pick up this next bale. Looks like this trailer is going to hold 3 bales. And grabbed it. Good deal. Oh, this 8RX is snazzy looking. I like it. Alright, we're just running over all this old cotton. Okay, I think I'm going to just leave this here, though. And let's jump over and check on our cotton. Yeah, we're not even got a 3rd bale. So I'm going to leave the 8RX out there. And we're going to jump back over here to our 9RX. And we were going to cultivate this entire field under. So let's go ahead and get that going. And we'll get started, and then I'll set up a GPS track here. That is some nice dust animation. I like it. Let's get GPS turned on. Auto width. Set a line. And I do like that, turn this off. That there's multi-terrain angle on the map. I love when maps do that. It just makes the field ground textures look so much better when you're plowing them. And what I'm like really getting off into the grass here. Makes me wonder if there's more field here than I realize. Let's look at the map. Look at this. I don't know. Is this thing capable of being a plow? No, doesn't seem to be. Oh, it's just the edges a little bit. Okay, we're good. So yeah, so I've been rambling for a while here. If I bring up the mini map, I can't even see us. If I bring up the big map, we're only halfway down. Oh, this is going to be an awesome field. So easy to just let the stuff run down. Very efficient, I guess I should say, for farming. But it is going to take a while to do all of this field work. So, without further ado, we're going to time-lapse out a part of this.
Cracky.
Alright, we have done the headlands and a couple of passes here, and so I think the plan is to let the worker take over for a little bit, and we're gonna jump back over here, check on our cotton harvester, which does have another bale ready. I don't know what the key is to dump the active bale. I guess I wouldn't see it. Unload baler Y, that makes sense. And so we're gonna let that thing fall out and go ahead and just get the worker started right back off here. And then we're gonna go grab this guy and pick up that third bale and run it back to the farm. Now we do have a semi trailer. I'm gonna just lift this up while I'm driving across the field. We do have a semi trailer to haul these bales, but I'm thinking that's more for when we need to do it on the road, and you know, I think it holds 4 instead of 3. I think when we're just bringing the bales back to the farm, since it's right across the road, this is going to work out a lot better, which is why I bought the trailer. Also, it's just didn't feel like driving the semis on the road or on the field all the time, and so I really think this is going to work out the best. Let's not run over our bale. And I'm really curious to see how well this new cotton bale storage shed is going to work. Why are you unfolding? You're full. You can't possibly do anything. Alright, fold yourself back up here. There we go. And we will jump across this road. Yes! And zoom on up here to our storage shed. Now, our yard looks a little empty, partly because we have this ginormous shed that we can park up everything in. But I think we're going to end up needing a few more things over time, so I'm not too worried about it. Now, this shed. Let's come over here. Let's see what kind of options there are. 072, open menu. Okay. Let's just try and dump them in. We've got this zone here. I actually think that the zone is where the bales come out at. So I'm gonna go here to start and see what happens. I think I can just hit unload and they're just gonna get rolled off the back. Unload here. Yes. So yeah, I'm 99% sure I'm doing this right, where the unload zone is this unmarked space right here, and then when I want bales back out, I'll be able to drop them off in this zone, and that's going to work really well because I'll be able to just back my semi up and load them right up. Lower loading platform. There we go. So yeah, this was a great place for this because I'll be able to back the semi up down this line without any problems. I said that now. And yeah, it's out of the way back here. So this is a perfect spot for it. So I'm just going to drive this thing. Actually, I'm going to leave this thing here. This trailer. We're going to back it up here out of the way. Whoops, don't run over the light pole. And we're going to get the planter set up to start planting that other field here soon. So I'm just going to drop this right here because we are going to need it. And we're going to go back in here and re-hook up this DB120 and fill it up with seed and fertilizer. Tanks are a little close, and sometimes I think this is the one that you can put herbicide in instead of liquid fertilizer sometimes, so I gotta be careful when I'm loading it up so I don't get the wrong material in here. So we'll start with this. Do I need to open the covers? Nope. And we're not planting corn for once. We're going to be planting cotton. And then let's get it backed up over to the fertilizer. I'm hoping I can fill this from the back as opposed to the side where the fertilizer tanks actually are. I'll just get close enough. Nope. Alright, we're going to pull around and just keep trying until we manage to pull it off. We crashed right into it. Now, the other thing I like about this tractor is it's got the nice long rear hitch that I'm used to in American style tractors. Some of these tractors have had hitches that are just not good for hauling stuff. Come on, I know you take liquid fertilizer. I just need to be that much closer. Come on. There it is. Alright. We have ourselves a fully filled up planter. Let's just go ahead and run over to our field here and at least get it set up. I don't think that the 9RX is going to be able to stay ahead of us. I think that while it's fast, this thing is just super wide. Yeah, I think I'm going to just try and bang this one through the ditch too. Let's try it. Yeehaw! Alright, and we're not going to hit the headland because the 9RX is going to be doing a lot of turning around. So we'll just pull up here and then back it in. Wow, this DB120 is huge. I hope this 8RX is up for pulling it. I guess I should have double checked the horsepower, but planters don't usually require that much horsepower per se. We're getting crooked. Let me see if I can straighten this out just a little bit. There we go. And yeah, we've only just now plowed enough or cultivated enough to start planting. So I think we're just going to leave this set up until the 9RX gets a little bit farther along. And so with that, I think we're about at time for this episode. So next time when we come back, we will be starting our planting and then hopefully finished with picking cotton in the other field. Get that picked up and move over there to start doing some field work in that field as well. So with that said, thanks for watching. That's all for today. Kedurk.